Yes, it is. Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking to you about the Beauty Blender. Now we've all pretty much know about the Beauty Blender. You've seen it everywhere on YouTube. A lot of dupes of it are starting to come out in stores, even in Australia, particularly in America. And this video is going to be whether or not it's worth paying for. You can get the Beauty Blender on multiple websites. You can get it on the actual Beauty Blender website in the US. You know, you can get it at Sephora, Ulta, things like that. They all sell it. If you live in Australia, pretty much the only place you're going to be able to get it is online. I bought mine from BEAUTYBLENDER.com. I'll leave the link to the website below. And if there's any other websites that I can find where you can purchase it, I will leave them below for you as well. The Beauty Blender retails for about $25, depending on what country you live in and what website you get on, but it's generally around $25. It is expensive for just a simple little sponge. I know when I first started out with makeup, and you know, you get those little packs of makeup application sponges, and they're just like a square or they're like a round pad or something like that, and they, in my opinion, they do nothing. I used to use them all the time, and it just made my makeup look horrible. It was bad. Mind you, I was like in the beginning stages of getting into makeup and stuff, but they just, I honestly don't recommend using, you know, the cheap little square ones you can get or the round padded ones. They just do nothing. But then there's the Beauty Blender. I mainly heard about it from watching YouTube beauty gurus, and when I looked at it, I'm like, well, it's a sponge, you know, how amazing can it be? Why would it be so awesome if all the other sponges that I've used basically do absolutely nothing for me and I've wasted money on them? Before I started using the Beauty Blender, I was using the Sigma flat kabuki F80 from Sigma, as well as the round kabuki, and you know, all of their basic kabuki brushes that you can use to apply foundation. Real Techniques has some good foundation application brushes as well, which I don't often use. If I would to choose one or the other, I think I'd go with the Sigma ones better. But I've basically had my Beauty Blender for, I'm going to say about 2 years. It could be 2.5, it could be 3 years. But ever since I have gotten this, I have not used a brush to apply my foundation. And that is not an exaggeration. That is not me going, oh yeah, no, I used a brush for like a week, and then I'm like, no, I'll just use the Beauty Blender. No, I have used this every single day to apply my foundation, and I love it. There were a few times where I've gotten a foundation, I'm like, you know, I'll just try it with the brush, and I used it and it just left strokes everywhere. And this is using the Sigma flat kabuki brushes. It just left streaks and it just didn't look nice. The brush would pretty much just pick up all of the product, and the more you use the brush without cleaning it, the better it would be. But still, I don't want to have to do that. I don't want to have to waste the money that I'm spending on foundation so that it can go into a brush and then eventually after a week I can use it. That to me is not a good use of my money. Don't get me wrong, I do love the Sigma brushes. You know, when I first started out, I did buy them myself and I did love them, and I'm sure if I didn't have the Beauty Blender right now, I would still be using them. But ever since this little thing has come into my life, it's all I use. You don't have to just use this for foundation. You can use this for any cream product, so you can use it for cream contouring, highlighting. You can even use it to put on powder. I've seen a lot of people do that. You can use it to put on any cream base on your eyes. I use this to blend out my eyelid primer. Anything. This is a multi-purpose type of product. Even though it's expensive, it's totally worth the money. You guys have probably all seen people using it and how you have to bounce it on your skin. At first, when you do try it, it's a little bit like kind of confusing. I remember the first time I tried it, it did soak up a bit of foundation, but you're kind of going to get that with anything you use, whether it be a brush or a sponge. The utensil you're using is going to soak up a bit of that product. You can't think to yourself that all of the stuff that my brush or my sponge is picking up is going onto my face. It's not. It's going to soak up a bit of the product. That's just what they do. The reason I love the Beauty Blender so much is it's so effortless. It's so easy. It's pretty much idiot proof. When you get it, and excuse this dirty one, this is the first Beauty Blender I got. I haven't used it for a while. So it's very, very dirty, but this is basically the size of it when you get it, and this is the size of it when it's wet. So it doubles in size. It's the whole point of it. And basically you just have to wring it underwater and squeeze out all the water. I usually put mine in a towel just to get rid of any excess water, and Bob's your uncle, there you go. You have an awesome little sponge to apply your foundation with. I love the Beauty Blender so much is because it is so easy. You don't have to make sure that you're not getting any marks on your skin. You don't have to make sure that it's all blended because it all does it for you. All you have to do is bounce it around your skin and it just works. You don't have to be a fully qualified makeup artist or anything like that. It is idiot proof. It blends in so easily. It can make your foundation go from a medium coverage to a full coverage. You can make it even the lightest coverage ever because it has that little bit of water in it, so it's going to sort of mix with the foundation and it's going to make it just that little bit lighter on the skin. It doesn't make your foundation feel heavy because it does have that water in it. It sort of dilutes the foundation a little bit, but in saying that, I'm not saying that you just put a bucket of water in your foundation and you're not going to get the same foundation that you just bought. It's not like that at all. It mixes with the foundation and it makes it so nice and easy to apply to your skin. It makes it so easy for the Beauty Blender to blend it out and make it look flawless. I've never seen my foundation look as flawless as it has been. Looking back on old photos and videos and stuff, when I used to use these Sigma brushes, my foundation just wasn't, like, I didn't love it. I didn't love how it looked. But using the Beauty Blender, it's completely different. You look at your skin, there's no marks on it, there's no streaks, there's no little sponge spots on your face. It's completely flawless. It covers amazingly because the bottom of the sponge is quite wide, you know, when you get it wet. It does cover a lot of area, so that really does cut your time in half. Also, you can use the pointy end for your concealer, which is what I do, and I also use it to blend out my eyelid primer as well. You can get them in different colours. I know there's the black one, there's been purple ones that I've seen. You can get white ones as well. The pink is pretty much just the basic one. I have seen that you can get little mini beauty blenders now, which is specifically for, you know, doing like really precise things like blending out the concealer under your eyes, or if you're cream contouring or something like that. It's a really good idea. I've had some trouble trying to find them though, so I'm basically going to say that they're only really available in the US unless you can find them online for a good price. Ever since I've had the Beauty Blender, putting on my foundation hasn't been a worry for me, you know. I don't freak out and go, oh god, you know, what if 3 hours after I apply my foundation I find patches that are just, they're not even, or something's unblended into my hairline or something like that. You don't have to worry about that with the Beauty Blender. It really is an amazing, amazing tool to have. And if you think about getting one, if you have one already and it's just stuck in your drawer, use it. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. I haven't heard anyone yet say, you know, I really hate the Beauty Blender, it just doesn't work. It works. It's idiot proof. It's so easy to use. It does everything for you, in a sense. If my whole brush collection got stolen, the first thing that I will be purchasing is the Beauty Blender. This can pretty much be all of your face brushes in one. It's an amazing thing. Some things about the Beauty Blender that I feel like you guys should know. It doesn't last forever. I think sponges, you're supposed to replace them after 3 to 4 months. I have had this for like over a year, and the only thing that I've seen wrong with it is just parts of the sponge coming off around the sides. It's not like it's split in half or anything like that, but if you are rough with it, that will happen. Even though it has a few indentations in it of where parts of the sponge have come off, it hasn't left any sort of strange mark on my skin. It still leaves all the foundation still looking flawless. When I clean it, I basically just use a bar of soap. I run it under water, I scrub the Beauty Blender on the bar of soap to get rid of all the product in it, and then I keep rinsing it out and repeating the process. I honestly don't think you should go and purchase that little solid bar cleanser that they sell with the Beauty Blender. It's basically another bar of soap. I've used a bar of soap to clean my Beauty Blender for the longest I can remember, and it works perfectly fine. It cleans my Beauty Blender flawlessly, and even though there may be still bits of product in there, it's, you know, it's still going to have that little bit of product in the Beauty Blender because it is a sponge. It's not going to completely wring out everything, and it does dry overnight, so it is going to hold a bit of the product in there as well. So basically, the Beauty Blender is amazing. It's idiot proof. It is expensive, but really you guys are not wasting your money. I've been using mine for over a year now, as I said, and it still works amazingly fine. You can replace it every 3 to 4 months if you want. You can do whatever you want. It's an amazing tool. It's awesome, and I recommend it to everyone. So don't hesitate, don't procrastinate. Go and buy the Beauty Blender and try it out. you will fall in love, I promise. Please check the description box below if you do want to try it. I will leave links down there, and I'll leave links to the Sigma website and anything else that I've mentioned in this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my video. I will see you on my next one. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I always post photos of new beauty products that I've bought, any videos that I've uploaded. I will always post on there mainly. And I do have a Twitter if you want to follow me on there as well. So I hope you all have a wonderful week, and I will see you in the next video.